Hey and welcome to a new season. A new patch hit the servers yesterday, and in this video I will showcase the biggest changes and upcoming features on the roadside for you. We got new cars, a ton of car reworks and tire model updates, the new damage model on the MX-5, BOP changes for the GT3s, the new UI, and finally a fix for team events. Let's jump right into it. The Dallara P217 joins the service. Let me show you the view from the cockpit in case you don't own it yet. After years, it's time to say goodbye to the HPD and welcome an up-to-date LMP2 car on the grid. I turned a few laps with it and it feels great. It's a bit loose out of slow turns, but overall it drives similar to the HPD and other prototypes. If you like them, you will enjoy the Dallara. It will race in the IMSA series where it replaces the Corvette prototype, which is pretty cool. The Corvette was dead and only a few people kept racing it. Now we will finally see competitive prototype races again in many different splits. Additionally, it will replace the HPD in the Le Mans series. It will race in both series together with the new Corvette C8. To make this possible, a few cars will get shuffled around. The Ford will drop out of the IMSA series and the BMW won't race in the Le Mans series anymore. These changes are based on the real life series, where Ford pulled out of IMSA and BMW cancelled their WEC commitment. There's no reason to be sad, because there will be a new series which includes all GTE cars. They will race in a new bi-weekly series which will feature 90-minute long single-class endurance races. It's one of 3 new series. The Ferrari GT3 Fixed Challenge will come back, and the Touring Car Challenge is the newest addition. It's a fixed setup series featuring the Audi Touring Car. If you always wanted to learn the car, you should definitely look into it. It offers a great opportunity, and I want to use it to learn the car myself. You can join me on my journey by subscribing to the channel or following me on Twitch. But now, back to the Corvette C8. I drove a race with it yesterday and it feels awesome. It looks, sounds and feels great. The closest car in terms of handling might be the 488, but it's difficult to draw any comparisons because the whole GTE class received a rework. All cars received updated aerodynamics and an updated new tire model. The cars have less grip in high-speed turns and feel a bit different, but finally in a positive way. They feel like cars again. The recent patches always felt like they did more harm than good, the handling got worse and worse, but now the cars… I know I'm repeating myself, but they feel great and it's so much fun to drive them. The same applies for the LMP1 class. Both cars received a tire model update and their handling improved significantly. If you didn't touch any of those cars during the past seasons cause you disliked the previous tire models, you should definitely boot up your sim and give them a new chance. Who knows? Maybe there's also a dusty McLaren MP430 in your garage. This car received a rework and a tire model update as well, together with 3 different tire compounds to choose from. I haven't tried it myself, but I heard the car is drivable again. It will come back into the schedule and replace the Williams in the iRacing GP series. If you own it, you should check it out and share your experience in the comments. Last but not least, the MX-5 also received an updated tire model together with an updated damage model. The car feels more responsive now, is fun to drive like the others, and in case you don't like the tires, you can easily get rid of them and, well, try your own thing I guess. It's hard to tell how the handling changes will affect the races. My first impression is that rookies will have it easier to keep the car on track, because the force feedback you get from the car is much more on point in comparison to the past seasons. The tires of the GT3s remained untouched, but we have 2 small changes in the balance of performance. The Audi received 2.5 kilograms of additional weight, which makes sense, because it was slightly overperforming on many tracks. The 488 lost 2.5 kilograms of its minimum weight, and all other cars remain the same. We have to see how those changes will impact the grid, but I imagine that the 488 becomes an even better pick on power tracks, while the Audi remains the same above average, close to the top tier car. Besides all the changes on the track, we also have many changes off the track. The official iRacing UI launched out of beta and is aiming to become the main tool for managing your races. If you didn't get used to it until now, the site will try to force you towards using it, and you should. It simply offers more features than the website. For example, hosting on races offers more options if you create a session through the UI, like picking the exact time and date for the sessions. You can sort and filter all series to find the ones which suit your needs, and the sooner you get used to the new UI, the easier your life will be in future. If you still want to stick to the old website, you can use a workaround to access the old menu. It won't open when you log into your account, but if you click on the store, Cars and Tracks, or your results, you will be able to access the old menu bar. From there you can navigate towards the official races guide and find open sessions. The last change I want to talk about is huge. It's probably the biggest competition change in the past years, and it's great that we finally have it. Registering for team events requires you to nominate a driver lineup now. Those drivers have to drive the team session and fulfill their fair share time in the cockpit, or the team will be disqualified. The iRating of every driver is used to determine the strength of the car and the final placement into the different splits. This is awesome. In the past you needed only one driver to register, and that driver didn't even need to join the server and drive. This made it possible to sandbag. A driver with 2 car rating could register, which placed the car in a low split, and higher ranked drivers joined the server to win the race. This happened in every big event and was extremely demotivating for those teams who had to race against the sandbagging people. Now it's finally a thing of the past. Another cool side effect of this might be a rise in activity, because teams won't only need equally good drivers, ideally they also need drivers with similar iRatings. So many people will join sessions to make sure that they fit the iRatings of their teammates, and more people in races means better matchmaking for everyone, which is a great thing. And that's it. We got a ton of new stuff, and I hope you are as excited as I am. Feel free to share your thoughts about the patch in the comments, and don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. You can also check out our Discord community if you have any questions about the new content, or if you are looking for people to race with. All the links, including those to the sources I used for this video, are linked in the description down below. A big thanks to all subscribers on Twitch, YouTube members and patrons on Patreon. Thanks for your support. I want to wish everyone a good start into the new season, and see you next time.